All right, first, I guess, it's one of the few times we've had an open week, so hopefully we'll use it to our benefit. We got back in the gym yesterday. We had probably about an hour, 20-minute workout, just to get that day off, that rustiness out of them. And we'll get at it today and just try to get a little bit more prepared and, as we get ready to hit the road. 5-game season. 2 home games and 3 on the road. So it's every game's a big game, and I think they really get big now in the latter part of February.
How much was the team talking about the ranking?
How much the team?
Yeah, down to number 11.
Well, I'm sure the guys are excited. I think they didn't say much, but you could just see there was a lot of energy in practice yesterday, and I think it's a reward for what all the work they put in. And you want to be in the if there's a time you want to be talked about or in those polls is going down the stretch and in the final polls, and that's what we talked about. I think it's a reflection of what they've done up until this point, but there's a lot more work to be done.
Mike, is it at all complicated to know how to talk to them about this? It's sort of new for them, not really new for you necessarily, but to go through this kind of, they're being seen in this light and getting a lot more attention. Do you have to talk to them any more about how to deal with it than you might normally have?
Well, first of all, they're not under the radar no more. They got a little target on the back. So, but hopefully our approach will be the same. I mean, every game's a big game. We prepare the same. We got to do the things we do in practice every day. That's going to be the challenge, and how they respond to that. We'll certainly get a chance to see that. We've been in that position before where we got ranked and we came out and didn't perform well at all then, and hopefully experience is something we can learn from. But I guess the challenge for me, is for them hopefully to follow my lead, and that is just take it one game at a time, one day at a time. It's something we've done all year long, so it's nothing different. Again, the games just become bigger, and you got a bigger target, so I think the games are going to be some tough games.
Did you have 5 seconds, 10 seconds, any period of time where you just said, 11 and 10, that's all right? Or did you just go right off your shoulders?
No, it just, based on what we had did the previous week, again, the polls are somebody's opinion, and I think it's neat. I think it's great for the university. I think it's great for our guys because they worked extremely hard. They paid the price, and so it's good to see them get rewarded from the recognition standpoint. But at the same time, there's a lot of basketball to be played. A lot of things can take place, and of course we control our own destiny, I think.
You've talked a lot about Keith doing a lot of things that don't maybe show up in the box score. A guy like that, I'm sure he was a scorer in high school. He was a scorer in junior college. Does he have to kind of adjust his mindset to fill the role you needed him to fill, and was that something you could see that he was capable of doing even when you recruited him?
Well, first when he came, I thought he was just trying to fit in, and when you try to fit in, sometimes you don't stand out. And I think as time has gone on, and he's I told him, you're going to play X amount of minutes, so just go out and play basketball. So I think you start seeing him do a lot of little different things. He has tremendous versatility. If you ever watch Keith, he's like a guard forward out there. But I think his energy is contagious. He's one of those guys that plays above the rim. And I think, especially defending the rim, he's been really big at that for our basketball team. But he can guard a guard, he can guard a forward. He's a very good passer, but I think he's learning that role more so. What he brings to the table, I think it's more him getting comfortable in what we're doing and the trust factor, trusting one another.
If you need him to be a scorer, say if Leo and Damari are in foul trouble or looking forward to next year, is he a guy that's got that too?
I think he's capable of scoring. I think he is.